Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's your buddy over there.
Yeah,
that's your boy.
It's probably because I'm light skinned. It's probably because I'm light skinned.
No.
You're doing that.
No,
it is actually because you light skinned.
It
is
because
I'm light skinned. I knew it. So that's why I'm just go ahead and bring it out. I mean, that whole shit. Can I get some DEI in this bitch?
No. Hey, y'all don't Jew.
Small hat, nigga, smart.
Hey.
Nigga, small hat.
On, bro.
Nigga, we on.
Oh, they can hear us.
Yeah, they can hear us. Yeah.
Oh,
right through the sideburns and everything.
That's
the long curly joints.
You like they can hear you.
They hear all that shit. Yeah, they heard you, yo. The Rothschilds heard you, nigga.
Oh shit. The Rothschilds with a megaphone. Damn. Hey, when we went to to the Million Man March.
Nigga, I didn't go.
No, me and my guy.
I didn't get an invite.
We went to the Million Man March.
Million Man.
There was this white guy. There was a white guy out there with the megaphone.
What the fuck you tapped me for when you said there's a white guy? Like, what was that shit about? Nigga, fuck you. Hey, what's going on? Welcome to the Who You Talking To show. What's good? I am the man, and you are the other guy. Senior.
You can't be me. You can't be me. Oh, I'm old head.
You know, I got you on my phone as Mr. Jesse.
Don't you got me?
I got you in the phone as Mr. Jesse.
Why you gotta cuss me like that though?
No, you thought I was cuss?
Yeah, because I don't do that name.
Oh yeah. Hey, damn, we gonna go to the replay. I'm sorry, Jesus.
Okay. All right, cool. I roll with it. I ain't mad at it.
Yeah, we'll keep on rolling. What's going on, America? How y'all doing tonight? I'm glad to see y'all in here. All two of you. That's what's up.
Y'all going on the extra joint here. What was that for?
You didn't even like the hello? Is that what it is? You know what I'm saying? Like, are we not DEI'd up in this bitch?
Yeah. See.
Man, let a boy in. Anyway.
We definitely did. We got the white man in.
You got a white man. You got a white man in a white chair sitting up front.
Hey, that's why I gave the seat up for you.
Yeah, as you should.
Oh, yeah, man.
You have to know its place, right? As the fuck you should know your fucking place. Know your place.
Yeah.
But in regards to your place, you got something for us tonight? You got a little something to get us kicked off? Let's get a little loosened up. Who do we got here tonight? On the internet.
We're gonna start. I don't remember what this is, but it says LOL. So I'm assuming this is going to be funny. And I didn't even do my job to make sure I presented the screen. So
the LOL means laugh out loud for the small hats.
For the small hat. Hey, you better tread lightly.
All right.
Tread lightly. We ain't trying to get shadow banned this early, bro. We ain't even done nothing yet, bro.
We just got here.
We just got here, bro. All right, so let's start with the LOL, man. Let's see. Bam. And we should get some
perfect or something. How the fuck you gonna say preacher? Yeah, the preacher. Oh, when you go up against them motherfuckers, oh son, let me put my hands on you and pray for you. What about you, you no good motherfucker? Taking these people money like that motherfucker with my grandmama passed. This motherfucker, my grandmama helped him build a fucking, her and everybody else in the congregation, helped him build a whole fucking wing on his church. Then she died. He talking about, well, I don't know if we can have the funeral here. I said, if you don't have that motherfucker here, you won't have another one, because I'm going to burn this bitch down. I told him right to his face. He said, son, what you say? I said, I'm gonna burn this bitch down if you don't have my grandmother's funeral in this bitch after she done gave you all my grandfather's money for all these fucking 50 years she been coming here, and you telling me she ain't having her funeral here? Won't be there enough one in this motherfucker, because I'm gonna burn this bitch down. And I got gas in the car, because I know you're an ignorant motherfucker.
I ain't got no doubt. Oh, no. I don't know what's going on.
No, we gonna go through all that. We'll have it here. And my father and my auntie just sat there like, you do it. You do it. That funeral was that Saturday.
Yeah,
what the fuck you mean you ain't gonna preach her funeral? And she been coming up here with this ignorant ass shit for 50 years, giving you all my grandfather's money while he waited out in the car because he knew you was full of shit. But he loved his wife, so he brought her and gave her the money to get your bitch ass. And now you talking about you ain't gonna give her funeral here?
Hey, hey, that's one of them conversations. I've actually heard that too.
Yeah.
You know something too that's actually that I can relate, and I guess this is why I kind of play with where it's at with me, because when we were back in the day, we were struggling. Mom Dukes was going to this specific church. We were going to this church for a few years, and I remember us struggling and seeing her putting that money in that envelope every Sunday, putting that bread in that envelope, and we fell on hard times. I think she needed help with some utilities, something, and she asked them if they could help.
Yeah,
and they said that she ain't been giving long enough.
Oh,
so. And the thing was, actually, you know, she actually stopped going to that church once they did that. She literally stopped going to that church.
Fucking right.
I remember that.
Damn.
I remember her saying
it's crazy. They take all your money for all of them years.
She was dedicated too.
Yeah, we was probably going there for like, it had to be like 4 years.
Giving that the money
every week. You talking about giving them this envelope, and I don't remember how much she was giving, but you know what I mean. She was giving. She was giving, and so they couldn't help it with the utilities, and we ain't go back to that, John.
No.
And that's crazy. 4 years. So you talk about every week for 4 years.
Yeah, and that's just your story,
right?
Every week.
You know what I mean? Like
years.
think of all them grandmothers that
if she gave $1 every week for 4 years, how many $100 that is?
I don't know, $400. Don't trust my math.
Anyway. Your math all well, no. It ain't
but it ain't. You know what I'm saying?
Super. But but that's crazy
enough.
to sit there
it's
and like
enough.
It's definitely enough.
You can pay my light bill this month.
Yeah, and the thing is that
for the family.
The crazy is why y'all always need something new. You know that like every church is trying to build
always
something.
building fun.
Want a whole AC unit and like they always
and it costs this ridiculous amount of money.
It get hot in church.
And you know what? I'm gonna tell you.
It get hot in church, dog. I know you saw him doing this shit here.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Fact.
The AC ain't working this week, Sister Pearl. Yeah. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but seriously speaking, on that note, there is the fact that I used to go to church and I was going regularly.
Okay.
And I went to a church.
Is this when you were younger, or as like an adult?
No, as an adult.
Okay.
I was a young adult, but as an adult.
Yeah.
I went to the church, and I was at the church, and Deaconess was up there, and she introduced this pastor that was visiting or something, and they needed I forgot how much money it was, but they was trying to get to a certain number. And everybody, pitched in and whatever, gave what they could or whatever. They got to the number.
I bet they did.
And then, hold up. They got to the number. And the pastor of the other church was saying, oh no, y'all gonna have to dig a little deeper.
I need my cut.
Hold up.
I need my cut.
He said, oh no, y'all gonna have to dig a little deeper. We almost there. And Deaconess, she's very honest. I forget what her real name is, but I call her Deaconess so long. But Deaconess came up there after she counted the money and said, oh, Mr. Pastor, such. He made a mistake. We got enough money.
Yeah.
I said, so he was trying to drain the swamp, as Trump would say.
Drain the swamp.
He was up here trying to drain the swamp. He was trying to come. I forgot how much money he said it was short. But they wasn't even short. They had already had the money. They had more than enough. Yeah. She said it. But she's an honest person, though.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
And she cut him off and said that.
That's why she checked.
Right in the middle of service. I wanted to stand up and clap.
Yeah. All right, I got one more before we get into the meat and potatoes for the night. I got one more. We're gonna play one more before we get into meat and potatoes. We're gonna go to this one. This was funny. I remember this one.
Okay, keep your marriages together, y'all. That's very important. I got to tell you that because a lot of folks is breaking up. That's a bad thing right now. That's right, because friend of court and all that kind of shit, child support. Y'all have that in New York, don't you? I'd hate to think Detroit is the only place you got child support. Them motherfuckers don't be bullshitting either. If you don't want your name at child support, stay with your woman. Because the moment you say, bitch, well, fuck you too. That's right. A computer start typing your name at the printer court. That's right. Your ass will be the fuck out. Now, fuck around there and leave. Jump up and grab some shit up and leave. In 3 days, the mailman come say you owe 200,000 motherfucking dollars, and you ain't been gone but 3 motherfucking days. The hell with that. Stay with her, man. Stay with her. I don't give a fuck what happened in the house. I wouldn't give a fuck what it is. You come home, find another man in your bed. If you got her downstairs, go on down there and sleep on the couch. You heard me, didn't you? Go on downstairs, sleep on the couch. When you see her in the morning, just tell her, bitch, I owe you one. And leave it the fuck like that. That's what you do. Don't be stupid and go to breaking up. Stay the fuck together. You don't want to be single today, out here with all this shit out here. You go out here today talking about, well, I'm on something new. Trust me, it's some new shit out here. It's some shit out here so new, the doctors are scared. It ain't shit for a doctor to come in his office and look at a motherfucker and say, look here, my man. First of all, I don't even fuck with that kind of shit. And I want to know who told you to come here. Okay, you're gonna have to get up out my office. You can keep that chair, motherfucker. Just go ahead on. Okay, keep your marriages together, y'all. That's very important. I got to tell you that because a lot of folks is breaking up. That's a bad thing right now. That's right. Because friend of court.
All right, that was. I thought that was hilarious.
That's what's up, man. And that's from a minute ago, ain't? That ain't even new.
Yeah, nah.
Man.
And that's as we are all married.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Y'all know, y'all done heard me tell my story about going out there and checking, seeing how much they was gonna try to hit it for. Hey, they always said it's cheaper to keep it.
You know what?
Well,
I know how we, we supposed to do this thing or whatever, but I think that's a good segue.
Yeah.
I think that's a good segue.
Yeah.
Well, that would be a good segue, but we're gonna talk about this.
We're gonna let it marinate for a second.
Yeah. I got this is when we're gonna get to the meat and potatoes. We're gonna get to the meat and potatoes real quick. I don't know what's up with that.
Dog? Like,
I don't know what's going on with that. But okay. Man. We fine. We gonna be good.
All right, pardon me, America. We just had a little baby technical difficulty. Our key grip ain't gripping the key. Pause.
All right, here we go.
You know what I mean?
So we know Eric. Go ahead.
Can I?
Yeah. You got it.
I mean, I didn't know if you want to go ahead and bring the clip up because speaking about marriages, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
There's a pretty important marriage going on right now in America. America's hurting right now, man. Steph's on the board. The babyface assassin is on the board, is trending. Everybody knows, everybody's talking about it. It's making everybody start looking at they mate like, you feel that way? You know what I'm saying? Like, is she saying what you saying? You know what I mean?
Is she speaking for you?
Maybe she is, maybe she's not.
And let's roll it.
So let's roll a clip,
We're gonna roll it.
She's trending right now.
And then I go.
Knew you wanted a big family?
No. So I didn't want kids. I didn't want to get married. I thought I was going to be career girl and that's it. And I had my eyes set on my goals. And I was never the little girl that like dreamt about the wedding dress and all of that. And then it happened so early in my life. So it's like, it's one of those things like you don't know what you actually don't know what you want.
It's so hard.
Okay. So before we get in super deep here, appreciate you bringing us all up. You know what I mean? Doing your job and shit. You know what I mean? Shout out to niggas doing their job. However, for Mrs. It's probably gonna be Miss soon.
Think so?
I think it's gonna be Miss soon. Like it's Steph, it's gonna be Miss.
So let me ask you this.
I get about 1 year.
Let me ask you this.
About 1 year,
and
dog.
See, honestly, I got smoked for the internet. Let me ask you this. Did you watch the whole interview?
Yes.
OleHead,
yes,
did you watch the whole interview?
No, I did not.
No.
Okay. So you watched the whole interview?
Yes, I did go back and watch the interview. And by doing that, I started going down Ayesha Curry's rabbit hole. You know what I'm saying? Pause.
That's not pause.
No, that's not a pause for going down her rabbit hole.
Yeah.
Okay. So it's only pause if it's gay shit.
Right. That's what pause. That's how.
All right. I'm still learning out here, America, with the pauses. You know what I'm saying?
Family, so yeah, go ahead. Give him some grace.
This thing, man.
No,
but
he's 60. I'm saying.
Oh,
yeah,
okay.
yeah. I'm 64, 70.
He got you.
But either way, you know what I'm saying? It's coming to light. It's making people think, you know what I'm saying? That at first the initial memes and the shortcut scenes everybody puts up, it's that shit looks bad. Because you know what? Everybody look at Steph Curry like, yo, he's America's, you know what I'm saying? Like he's a good guy.
Right.
They like him, you know what I'm saying? He's no LeBron James. You know, people had their reservations about King James, you know what I'm saying? I don't. I still think that nigga doing his thing, but either way, they had their, they love Steph. So this whole thing, watching this, like that shit took me to a point where I was like, damn, I seen this before. Actually, I seen this shit with Will Smith just a couple years ago.
No, hold on.
You know what I'm saying?
And I saw somebody put like you see the Mount Rushmore of the women. They had Ayesha Curry, Jada Pinkett.
Oh no, I didn't see
that. Michelle Obama, and then they had
Michelle was talking reckless.
Oh yeah, Michelle. Yeah, she
is it Michelle or Michael?
Which we ain't doing that, bro. We ain't doing that.
I seen some shit.
We ain't doing that.
Shit. It was a possible Michael.
No, we ain't doing that.
Okay,
let's move forward. And then they had who's Papoose old lady?
Remy Ma.
So they had them as the Mount Rushmore of like ungrateful women, and that was the Mount Rushmore. But I don't believe Ayesha deserves to be there. I watched the whole thing.
Yeah,
I watched the whole thing, and in my mind, especially I got married young too. You did too.
Yeah.
Well, how old were you got married?
24, 25.
Okay, so that wasn't that like me and my
starts
wife
getting fuzzy. You dig me? Yeah, somewhere around.
I heard it.
So, and so my thing was, and I
stopped to help me, like you know what I'm saying.
And so my thing was, I felt like, and I wanted to give the internet some smoke, because if you listen to that show, and that's the reason why I stopped it where I stopped it at, is because that short clip when it initially happened, that was all we saw. Was that whole thing. It sounded like she was saying, what she said. I didn't think I would be married. I didn't want kids. You know what I mean? But at the end of the day, when I watched the full interview, I gained so much respect for her because she's telling her truth. And I absolutely understand. You got to think about this. None of our life, which I don't mean myself, and I don't know if men in general playing our lives out the way kind of women do. Women have these things where it's like, at this age, I'm gonna be married. At this age, I'm gonna be. They have these milestone dates that come with
real
age.
quick. I'm not trying to stop your thunder, but is it something that males that we do that we think that they have everything planned out?
What do you mean? Say it again.
Well, you just said it.
I mean, they say it. They say. I've heard many times, like, I want to be married by this age. I'm going to have kids by this age. I'm going to do this. Like, they have like this thing that they kind of plan out.
Yeah.
Where it's like, and I don't know, I can only speak for myself, but I kind of did speak for all of us. Like, we don't necessarily plan our lives all the way out in that same way and like have these milestones. I need to do this by this age. And you know what I mean? Or otherwise I'm off track. We kind of, we spitball, and then hopefully sometime at some point you figure it out. Some people figure it out later than others, but like, it's not like these dates that make us feel like we're less than because we didn't actually check the box by this time. And so what I think
can agree to that.
What I say with her interview though, I thought it was beautiful. I thought it was beautiful. It was her truth. And then also the thing is that if you are a person that planned out your life and like had this thought that this is what it's supposed to look like, this whole it's supposed to be thing, your life will never pan out that way. And so she's just telling the truth from where she stood then. Like, I wasn't thinking about being married.
Yeah, she didn't follow up at the end of all that.
Though. She did. I mean, for the most part, she gave him so many pats of kudos and like,
definitely.
You can tell that she loves this man and she appreciates everything that they've been able to do. And like, for the internet to like dog her out the way we did, and niggas don't watch full podcasts. Like, you sit there and go off of a 30-second clip. This is an hour and 10 minutes.
Yeah,
an hour and 10 minutes. We didn't have people on.
It's almost distasteful,
bro,
to lump their whole relationship into that
100%, bro. It was,
That's dope.
and honestly, I respect. As I was sitting there listening to her, I was like, so number one, the reason why everybody going crazy is because people don't get married. First off, most of the people going crazy aren't married at all. Then second off, the people that are married, they got married later. They say that like at 30 something, I think it's like 32, the chances of your marriage surviving goes up, you know what I mean? Much more than the younger ones, in which I understand that. But at the end of the day, when you get married that early, your life is just starting to you just trying to figure it out. She was an actor. She was trying to do the acting thing. And so, you know what I mean? And then she even went in, they tried to make it seem like on another John, they tried to make it seem like she was saying that she wasn't really attracted to him like that, and all these different things. If you watch the whole interview, you can hear her say like he was the guy. All of the girls liked him, and she was really, you know what I mean? She had her innocence. She was very innocent. I'm pretty sure, based on my understanding, like she was a virgin.
Yeah, and she's probably super reserved.
Super
reserved.
Individual. And if you even look at like the quirkiness, she has that quirkiness about her. She still has some of these things that the people that's watching it, the women that's watching it, you know what I mean, the men that's watching it, you've been in the streets much longer. So you start, a lot of these things start to tailor off. All of that romantic stuff, you know what I mean? When you've been in the street, like when you've been in the streets long enough, that romantic stuff don't exist no more. You done been beat up in the street. But she still has some of that, you know what I mean? That innocence and some of that pureness. Like, and so I really,
when you got much money as her husband got, she should be not being in the streets.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, yeah, but he didn't, but when they got married, he didn't have all that.
Oh yeah, I know.
You know what I mean? It wasn't about that, like, or at least based on what she was saying, it wasn't about that.
They got together, they went to the same school.
High school.
You know what I mean? So there was a natural, like, I'm sure at some point in time they fell in love with each other.
For sure.
In high school. You know what I mean? And then it carried over into him going into college, and she's trying to figure out her way while she goes through school too. You know what I'm saying? And this nigga got into the NBA. She originally thought, oh, he just wants to go coach basketball.
Yeah, that's what he said. He wanted to be a coach.
She didn't know, I guess in her reality, it was probably one of them things, because like all of us, oh yeah, you good.
But then you small.
You're a little shorter than, you know, and AI already had his run.
And he wasn't as good. He developed as a player. He wasn't, you know what I mean?
They was like, and then I'm sure at that age too, like you hearing everything, like, oh, his ankles and he's injury prone, and we don't know if he's going to make it. Can we, you know, for the NBA, can we put a certain product up there and that it sticks and that it lasts? And if you get categorized as an athlete as being injury prone, like that's a knock.
That'll be it.
That chops off millions of dollars for your signings. Even if you do get in there, it chops your money in half. Because there's always that maybe, you know what I'm saying? So there was probably a lot of things going on, obviously, behind the scenes between them two as a couple trying to navigate this. The only thing that I will say that I disagree with is you're at a stage in your life now, even with looking back on some of the other interviews, I do see that there's an innocence to that girl. You can tell. Any real nigga can tell there's a certain innocence to her.
That soft life. She's had that her entire life.
But I'm just saying, as there's a purity to her as a person.
I'd agree.
Even though we may be, you know, and I initially watched that shit too and was like, oh hell no, you know what I'm saying? I get it. And the initial shock, because why? Motherfuckers love Steph Curry. They look at her, but they look at who your husband is, and I do think that there is a real form that this is a little caveat to it. I do think that she is jealous of her husband. I do think that there's a certain thing that's there, because there are some things within inside of a woman, whether they're married or not, there's still something inside of them that wouldn't mind being relatable or being desired by others. Because
women in general, I would
women
think
in
that,
general,
yeah, you don't want
you know
to.
What I mean?
I think women, and see, in her thing, it's a bit different because she got married so young. But like, I can only imagine.
There's a lot of women that got married young, like, or been in. Let's just
19,
not even
18, something like that.
Let's
19, 20.
No, she got married at 22.
22. Okay, my bad.
But they've been together since they were teenagers. So before they even got married, they were already together, probably like 6 or 7 years already. but going through an adolescent phase of life. So that for us, as we don't count it, but it should be counted.
No, it only counts if it counts if you get married, like y'all was together in high school and all that, then y'all get married and then you talk about the long time. But like,
yeah,
if you dating somebody in high school and then y'all never fuck with each other again, that don't count.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That's the only way you're gonna erase the body. We can give you a blank slate if bruh dropped in high school.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You know what I mean? You can get that one off for you.
I think that a lot of them is putting, we from sitting where we're sitting at, we don't know what type of pressure that is to live in that type of life.
100%.
Because none of us have never been under the scrutiny of a camera ever since this nigga's been in high school. And then to go to college, there's footage of you, nigga, in school. Like, there ain't no footage of me in school outside of a VHS tape somewhere.
That your mom took.
Nigga. You know what I mean? Did you tape him?
No, he ain't come. He came to
all
one
right.
game.
So at least my mom taped it.
Oh, that's
nigga.
That's what I be talking about.
But was you playing?
You trying to cut?
Was you playing?
You fucking right. Nigga, I'm a starter. I can come off the bench.
This nigga.
He tried to come.
This
Make
nigga
me come off the bench.
This nigga was in band.
Oh, so that's how you going. You go.
Yeah,
oh, that's how you feel.
You know what? Now that I think about it, probably.
I know you feel like
now
that.
That I think about it,
I was taking a punch at you, nigga.
No, I'm joking.
So it was basically like when I scored a touchdown, he started going like this.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
exactly.
That's how y'all feel. Boom, boom, boom.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Okay. All right.
Nah, nigga.
They got no contract for that, do they?
No.
Yeah, they do.
Well,
they do.
You know what I'm saying? I mean, if you get into like a certain band, and I'm sure you kind of like gravitate.
Man, let's
to like
move on.
An orchestra.
Let's move on. Back to Ayesha Curry. You know something?
The Charlotte Orchestra. This thing playing down at Discovery Zone. You know what I mean? No, real shit.
Hold on.
Real,
I got something else to go with. You know, but I will say this: I was not fond of the podcast itself because
the show that she was just on.
Yeah, the white girls.
Okay,
I'm talking about just her whole thing because her whole thing is about maximizing the whole woman.
Oh, you could see it. You could see
she was like literally.
Yeah.
No matter what, she was literally trying to.
And Ayesha, she didn't even see it coming.
But she didn't actually like delve into that whole thing either, though. I feel like she kept it respectable. I respect.
But it was still like it's like, yo, at that level, you would understand media training. See, it's one thing that, and I think that's where the flaw is at. Because she's been on, not just her, but she was on Jada Pinkett's joint too. And she was talking this way. Now
you got want your woman to go to no Jada.
Now you got to see that. And that's why I made the correlation with Will. Like, yo,
so what's wrong with Jada?
Hey, Jada don't appreciate it. Guys, she's definitely deserves to be on the Mount Rushmore ungrateful bitches.
Yeah.
She don't appreciate nothing.
Hey, she dogged it. She told that nigga, brought that nigga Will to the round table and tell him that she was messing with.
You didn't see that shit like during COVID? The red table when Will sat there.
This nigga was in tears. You can see his fucking eyes.
And he smiled, the eyes watered, and he took it.
He was hurt.
This nigga, yo, demasculation at its
100%.
Yeah.
She literally killed that man in front of all of us.
And you know what? Even on Jada's side, like I don't even think
I ain't got nothing for her.
Nah. Yeah. Oh, I mean, like after it, because like as a man, you like Will, dog, nigga. You know what I'm saying? Like, and you can see like his whole shit, even in his wheels turning, he's thinking of the optics.
Mm-hmm.
How's this about the look? You can see that she's talking about how she felt.
Yeah, that was tough.
Nigga, I wouldn't have sat at the table. Like, we can talk about this. Turn that shit off.
100%. We should have already had that conversation.
And you know what? It may be certain lights they did have that conversation.
Maybe.
They had to have. Sound like to me that was fresh.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
No.
Or maybe he felt that it was just disrespect.
Any long-term marriage, you know this shit has been talked about.
And then also, this was the thing that I said. Will Smith is one of the best actors we've seen, and he can turn that face on. You know what I mean? We done seen Pursuit of Happiness. You know what I mean?
His best
When
movie.
the scene, you thought that was okay.
That movie was super dope.
I love
that
it
movie
It was a
was
good
super
movie.
fucking dope.
We ain't gonna go into, you know what I mean? That's that's my favorite actor over Denzel. But we ain't gonna go
Will
there.
Smith?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Okay, so
I didn't know that.
yeah,
That's what's
Will
up.
Smith's my favorite.
I was fucking with Will till he hit Chris.
Yeah,
I was fucking with Will all the way till he slapped Chris, and then I was like, "Nigga, fuck you, dog."
But
like,
then look, he slapped this man, and then you still go bring me up here and treat me like this in front of these people. I done went up there, but anyway,
no, I was cool with him up until then. Like, nigga, if you was gonna do this, like, why didn't you slap August Alsina?
No, that's who you really.
Who August Alsina?
Oh, this is the dude.
The young boy.
It was her
son
son's boy.
his
Her
wife
son's
down, man.
homie that dropped.
Yeah.
Yeah, but wasn't he like underage?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay,
But no,
so-
they get a pass on that. They get a pass.
That's
going
Hollywood.
there.
Like
Yeah,
that
but
numbers don't
my
matter
point,
there.
but my point to it is, if he'd have slapped him, that would have been a
charge.
assault on a minor.
It would have been.
So
But you could just wait till
if it was at that time, you could have
waited
waited until that nigga hit 18 and
Yeah, slapped him
leveled
on
that
his
nigga.
birthday.
You know what I mean? Like,
slapped him on
hit-
the
slapped him on his
slap that
birthday.
nigga on his birthday, like, and show up Ali style, like when you was Will Smith Ali.
Yeah.
Show that Will up.
Put
You know what I'm
some thumbs
saying?
on it.
Put them.
But what I was
But
saying
anyway,
too about the podcast is that like her, I think it was like it's like something about call her daddy. That's the name of the podcast.
Mhm.
Call her daddy. So it's like
Yeah.
the idea.
Oh, I
like,
see you read into the title.
Oh no. So like it's this. She kept saying it, and they call it. She was calling her fan base like the daddies, and it was like,
Yeah.
So it's like it's pretty much like the idea of the women being successful makes them replace the idea
male.
of men, and
Yeah.
so that's not anything
she was
that I
calling
ever.
her fan base daddies, and they was women.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So she's pretty much saying like, oh, the women that are the strong and da da da. You know what I mean? That's her. I'm assuming that's her demographic, and so that's
She's
the way.
single.
No, she's actually married.
She married.
Oh no, Bud probably tuck his. He got his
Yeah,
balls
we don't-
taped up.
We don't even know.
She take his
You-
nuts to work with her. When
That
she's
nigga-
shooting a podcast, she got him in a bowl right over there.
That nigga been new.
Yeah, he knew
been
that.
new.
I would think
He
so
knew
too.
Yeah.
So I wasn't, as far as the platform itself, I would never go back. And I honestly, I'm not her demographic, and so you know, I mean, she's doing well. I think she had like 1.something million subscribers, so she's doing well. And there's a lot of that boss stuff out here now.
Yeah, but all her fans.
Oh, most of them
are single.
Most of them,
But you
definitely
got-
single.
And I'm not saying every one of them, but it's enough single ones to where you can just delete the ones that's married. Yeah, you can delete the ones that's married.
Yeah, I would definitely think that.
But
the
she's
majority of her
talking
fan
to a
base is
married
single.
woman
Yes, I understand that.
who is feeling trapped in a certain light.
No, she ain't feeling trapped, and that's the problem. She was just talking about what when she was younger.
How
what
do
she
you
was
you
thinking.
figure that she's not feeling trapped in a certain light if she's clearly expressing basically as an individual she did not get to do the things that she sought out to do?
Because that's just the truth. If I'm speaking my truth, and when I was younger, I was acting.
Mhm.
But then I end up getting married to someone who's doing this big thing, who's actually providing. And then they had a kid like 3 months after getting married.
Mhm.
And so now I'm jumping into parenthood.
So she
And we've
got
been
married
having
'cause-
No,
kids.
but you already been here the last 6-7 years.
Yeah, but we was dating. We was just dating you. We was in two different
Yeah,
places.
but
it's the
Because
way-
I got practice.
But no, I understand it. What I'm saying is that her sitting here telling you how she was feeling when she was 20 years old, 19 years old, as an adult woman. She just telling you that, like, oh, I didn't expect my life to go this way. This is not what I thought that I wanted.
Okay,
But then
so
now that we're here,
But-
I
Yeah.
appreciate the shit out of my husband. I love him. This is our relationship. I appreciate him.
Uh-huh.
That's what I got from the thing. From the whole, when I watched the whole thing, that's what I got.
That's what you
Okay,
got.
but I'm at the point right here, right now. If you was acting, you in college,
Yeah.
and
Just
you,
starting to act.
okay,
Just starting.
okay,
Breaking.
and
She ain't
she
meet
thought
Harvey Weinstein
and,
yet.
and I heard this part. She thought she was gonna have a career in
Mhm.
doing.
That's what she wanted her to do.
Okay, so why you didn't tell this nigga put a condom on? If you so smart and you was doing, you know what I mean?
Same time, like we can.
Hey.
No, hold on.
No,
Now,
no,
we ain't gonna
I'm just saying.
hold on.
No,
We ain't
wait.
gonna sit here and act like majority of the kids out here is a part of why the fuck you ain't put a condom.
I
We could have
understand
said
that, but
for
I'm just
damn near
saying.
half of the population. if
Okay,
not
so you
more.
got the 1, but then you did 2.
Okay,
3,
my thing.
4.
What you did is
4.
What you did is you accepted the lifestyle of the wife and the thing.
Yeah, because that fucking check came in.
I ain't say at the end of the day, him making the
Nigga,
money
that
does
check
make
came
it better.
in.
Well, him making the money does make it
Okay,
better.
so don't you think that type of money on that type of level opens up even a lot more motherfucking doors for you now?
Right. So if you watch the whole thing, she talked about her what she's doing
I'm
now.
I'm not talking about watching the whole thing. I'm just talking about like just thinking in general.
Right.
Would you not think like, okay, you're married to Steph Curry? You know what I'm saying? Not.
I got you. Continue.
Pause for you. You married to a light-skinned nigga, right?
All
right, you had a kid, you had 2, you done got through the birth, you done got your personal trainer, this nigga's out on the road, this nigga's winning championships, you at the game, you front seat. You're not bad looking.
Right.
You're very easy on the eyes. This nigga got connections all across the fucking board.
Right.
You can't get an interview.
Can't get a role?
You can't get a role? You can't get an interview?
No, I'm not saying that.
What did you saying?
What you did, and see, this is what I respect about it, right? So for me, you know what I mean? I understand some women
She
don't
wanted
want
to get it out the
kids
mud.
and all that. Huh?
She wanted to get it out the mud.
No, because that's not what happened.
It sounds like she wanted to do it on her own, though.
What she's talking about was when she was younger, what she was looking at life as, her expectations
I'm
at
doing
20 years old.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? You have to separate, bro. When I tell you, I can sit here and I believe that, like, if my wife was to say, she wouldn't say, "Oh, I was gonna be married at 20 years old." Then you see what I'm saying?
Most definitely.
If you think about it, anybody that's especially like that young and you decide to do the thing that early, your expectations for your life is completely different than what the reality of it.
Agreed.
And then when you actually accept that role of like being a mother and you prioritize being a mother and you fall in love with motherhood and you're taking care of your house. So like her thing is that now that she has a cooking joint. So she said that she was cooking for her family since she was like 9 years old. So essentially you enjoy this nurturing thing that you didn't know. Essentially, what she was saying was, when I was younger, the career woman is what I thought I wanted to be. And then I grew up and I fell into this role of nurturing. And this is what I've done. And I love my life now. And but I also on the back end, she's still doing her bit. She started doing her business on the back end.
Yeah.
I think that we just jumped the gun on that, bro. Like a lot of people that didn't get married or didn't like stay in a long-term relationship from when they were young until adulthood, you don't understand what she's saying, and so it sounds worse to you. But in reality,
and
like
especially the way that they cut it up,
right? That was the problem,
real
and
bad.
That's why I was like, bro, the internet, bro, y'all be OD trying to make.
But she got to be smarter than that,
bro.
At this level,
do you understand that they literally clipped the first thing she said on the podcast? That shit was like the first 2 sentences of the podcast.
Nigga, you are. At this level,
I'm telling my truth.
But you got to be media trained. You can't tell the fucking truth.
I'm gonna go up there and tell my fucking truth, bro. And me myself, honestly, I don't give a fuck. I don't care nothing about that.
We can say that because we broke.
It doesn't matter to me, bro. See, to me, the truth is what truth to me. The reason why I tell my truth, I don't give a fuck how much money I make. I'm gonna tell my truth.
I feel
and the thing is that the reason why I tell my truth is because I know that we're going through the same things, but a lot of us, especially as men, and I think women too, they just, you know what I mean? Either way, I think a lot of people are, because of the way social media is, it's a highlight reel. We're hiding the things that we actually feel and the things that we're actually going through, which is the reason why our fucking mental health is as bad as it is right now.
Nigga.
Like, no, tell your truth. Your truth is going to benefit the people. In reality, your truth is what is going to benefit everyone. Somebody in that same situation, bro, she needed to do that interview. They chopped it up the way they chopped it up for the benefit, for what they was looking for. Because Shorty, like I said, Shorty, her joint is like this strong woman. Yeah. So she gonna drop this shit. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
She gonna drop it like that because you gonna do this thing. You know what I mean?
But it
goes with your branding.
There's a lot of women that feel exactly the way that she feels.
100%.
Regardless of the paycheck. You know what I'm saying? Regardless of, because the main thing I think that I got from it, because like I had an initial thought in the beginning too. I was like, ooh, that don't look good.
Right.
That does not look good. You know what I'm saying? And partly because like ain't none of us, we ain't fucking famous. So we don't know what it is to have that lens put on your relationship. You know what I'm saying? We only know what it is to put it on with each other, of course. I actually could, even though it may seem like I'm not debating with you in regards to it, because I do agree with you. You know what I'm saying? Because I kind of know, because I was the, you know what I'm saying, in a certain light, I was a Steph Curry style, you know what I'm saying? Nah. Wait.
Hey,
Hold on.
Hey, hold on.
Let me get it. Wait.
This nigga was a child star. He was
He done reached that. I ain't going.
Nigga, you ain't even let me finish.
He done reached that.
You know what? I was trying to, hold on. You know what? I ain't gonna talk to you, America. I was trying to think of how I was gonna phrase it, but I knew he was gonna say something. You know what I'm saying? But I'm like, yo, listen, like, I've been in a long-term marriage.
nigga, you 4'9". What was you doing?
Nigga, 5'9". Give me my extra jaw, man.
Your foot.
Okay, 5'9". 5'9".
Not famous.
Not famous.
You know,
and you was playing sports. What position was you playing?
But what are you doing to me? What is he doing right now?
What position
Listen,
was you doing?
I know you don't know this because I'm new to your city, but where I'm from, I'm top 5.
You top 5? What?
5.
Top 5 what?
Here, boy.
Nah, real talk. Hold on, man. Stop fucking with me, man. Like, yo,
go ahead.
hold
Where
on.
you going? But let's leave the Curry part out.
Yeah, like,
yeah.
Just
please
I was
don't
just trying to draw a parallel. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
You was reaching
Steph,
though. Your arms ain't
under
long
the
enough.
light, Steph, we the same color. It's all good, baby. Like light skinned niggas forever.
I hear that. Go ahead.
But either way, like I know what that's like to be with someone and in a long-term relationship, in a marriage. Yo, stop looking at me like that.
I'm just trying.
I'm trying to
see where you're going.
like
That's
you're
all.
putting pressure on me.
Oh, okay.
I'm gonna try to get it right.
All right.
Can I get it right?
Go ahead.
All right. Where I'm with somebody, you know what I'm saying, and I know, yo, nigga, come on, man.
Sorry.
I
keep waiting on it, bro.
Man, you know what? Fuck it. Go ahead, man. Jesse, you got a question?
Hey,
yeah.
That's what we do.
I'm trying to get connected. I'm trying to relate. To goddamn people.
Okay.
You know what I'm
Go
saying?
ahead, bro.
I
apologize
real quick
for everybody looking.
I was married to an Ayesha Curry. You know what I'm saying? Nah. I am married to someone who I know for a fact, and this is out of all due respect. And that's why, like you said, you got to watch the whole thing through. At the end of the day, like this, like we had our jokes, but like, yo, serious. I know my wife didn't envision her life going this way. Hell no. Because be honest with you, like, and I hope she don't mind me saying, like, she was into carpentry and shit like that. She was working on roofs and shit, the same shit you doing right now. She was in Votech program doing carpentry for like 3-4 years and had a job doing that after school. You know what I mean? And then life happened, and then a nigga come along, and a kid happens, and your career and all like that. Everything just shifts. But no, she was not one of those girls that was like, oh, she wanted to have her own shit, do her own thing. So after I watched it all the way through, you know what I mean? I eased off the initial, that hurt. Like, why you say that on? You know what I mean? Because our lives are different. We on now, but we ain't on like how they are.
Right.
So we ain't under that type of microscope. But I had to deal with that at a certain stage, even inside of my marriage, where it started where she was running into a wall where we got these kids, we got the marriage. Yeah, he's great and all. It ain't really got nothing to do with him. It's what nigga, what?
So you was great?
Yeah, I feel like that was another stretch Armstrong.
Man,
But hey, we go ahead. Let's try.
You know what, man? I'm just trying.
Hey, great's a pretty
you
strong
say he's
word.
great.
That's a pretty
That's
strong
a pretty
word.
strong word.
We're trying to tell it. Man, listen, I'm trying to share my truth.
Oh, okay.
I'm trying to be on.
That's your truth.
You know, we ain't got the red. I'm
gonna ask her tomorrow.
We got the wood grain. Don't you ask her shit. We got the wood grain And I'm trying to, I'm putting my nuts on the table to say, like, yo, you know what? If you in a long-term relationship and you've been there from you a day one, you're gonna go through that at some
100%.
point in time. Like, from her point of view, nigga, from my point of view, like, I didn't think I was gonna be doing what the fuck I'm doing.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't think that we should really on the internet and I'm way over here and to be killing this girl because she didn't say the politically correct answers.
Well, that
You know what I
politically
mean?
correct thing is that's just for the birds, bro.
The only problem that I have with it,
Mm-hmm.
the only problem that I'm seeing with it, and it may be because of the way that the internet is chopping this shit up, and I'm sure it is the way that they're putting the videos together from a couple of years ago up until now.
Mm-hmm.
So now it makes it look like, oh, you've been unhappy for a long time. But guess what? There's a lot of women in a lot of long-term relationships that are unhappy.
Bro, the thing about a long-term relationship is you both, women or men too, we both are unhappy in periods of time.
At periods.
In periods of time. That's just what it is, bro.
Mm-hmm.
If you think that you ain't, if there's not gonna be periods of time where you like, man, I can't stand this motherfucker.
Yeah.
If you don't think that that's gonna be,
it goes both ways.
If you don't think that you're gonna go through that,
yeah,
then I think that you have a false idea of marriage and you ain't gonna make it.
You got a false idea of relationships in general.
It's not gonna make it if you don't understand that you're gonna have these troughs, and then you got this boring stage too. The boring stage is like, you know what I mean. Once you get a few years in,
that can happen at any time.
Yeah,
inside of your relationship,
it'll continue
anytime.
The thing is that, bro, it's a consistent roller coaster. You got you know what I mean, the highs, you got the lows, and you got a lot of it's gonna be in between.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. Most of it's in between, and then you have some highs, some lows. What you have to do is intentionally try to create the highs consistently, or because you have to plan to and try to intentionally create the highs. Otherwise, you know what I mean, you're gonna have a lot of mid and a lot of this is gonna be this is gonna happen. That fall is gonna happen. Period. A couple once or twice a year, maybe more than that. Especially when you're getting to know each other, and then you man, I think that we kind of blew that joint completely out of proportion.
Yeah.
Like you say, people,
and it comes from it. Not to cut you off, sorry. It comes from both sides because as we see this, and of course on the internet, because of I know Steph is probably on some, he got to think of the chat. So at the end of the day, us as men, like we're hearing her side of it, and it's good. It's good because we do need to hear that shit.
Agree.
I can't do nothing about it. I really can't. Like I can't do nothing about the fact that you didn't live your dream out. You know what I mean? And at the same time, I don't really think that it should be all on me, especially if you're in a position like them and you got some bread and you got some time on your hands. Like you got to go get that. You got to go get that. And if you don't, then it shouldn't be a reflection on me. Just like with all that shit, I don't think it should be on him. But at the same time, like as a male, that gotta fuck with you a little bit.
I don't think it should, bro. That podcast was great, bro. She did a great job.
No. I mean,
shout to Open Gym. Shout to Open Gym podcast. Say great takes, Rell. I thought we was gonna be arguing tomorrow. That's the guy. That's the homie Q. Yeah.
Okay.
So I understand why the outburst came with the initial. You know what I mean? When you just see that short video, I understand. But like, especially as a person who does long form podcasts, you could easily take pieces of things I've said and paint the narrative as if whatever you want to try to make it be. You can make it whatever you want it to be. And so I want to ask people to we watch the whole John.
Yeah.
And then people get emotional over 20 seconds too. You done got a whole emotion behind it. It's like, bro, that's 20 seconds. You don't even know what the joint is about.
Especially when they've been together almost 20 years.
Exactly. You think she ain't just staying there for the money, bro. She's not just staying there for the money because she's still gonna get half.
I don't think
plus child support and alimony. She's gonna be fine. I don't think
it's about the money. I wonder though, like there's definitely got to be a certain pressure. There's got to be a certain pressure there because especially with them two, like they in the limelight like that. You know what I'm saying? His father was you know what I mean, in the limelight. So she from an early age was probably pressured just from Steph's mom.
What do you mean?
Well, in a way of like, this is how an NBA wife should be. Because that's different from being a regular wife. Like you an NBA wife, like an NFL wife, like the wife of a you know what I mean?
Celebrity,
like a celebrity,
yeah.
like you have to hold you can't say this, even though you feel this, you can't talk this way. You can't talk that because they could take this and use that against my son. So can you imagine what that did to that young girl through early years of marriage and children and
I don't know. I don't know. I think it might be.
I think we're reaching right now.
Yeah, I think so too.
Yeah, I think
okay.
I think
well,
I'm sure. The thing is that to me, when I hear him speak, and now that I've heard her speak long form, this is the first time I've ever listened to her long form. It makes sense now. Like him, he's the player that has the the church was a big part of them meeting too. They went to the same church. You know what I mean? So then he also has this spiritual, let's say, I'm not going to put the religious tag on him, but let's just say religious too, because he has the, what is it, Jesus as King on his shoes or whatever.
Yes, sir.
And so they have that religious background, the spiritual background.
Yeah, man, put it on God.
And I think that like, man, see, we got a lot of people judging the thing that don't even understand it at all. Number one, you ain't still messing with you ain't got no faith, right? Then you in your pretty much midlife single, trying to find and make, you know what I mean? You probably been getting dropped off for some years. And just as a man, you probably been slinging wood for some years, but you can see obviously they on a different type time than we on.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So you ain't gonna understand it. You ain't gonna understand it. It sounds like she shitting on it, but she really just telling the truth. I thought that was a great interview. I think that I actually revere her. Honestly, it's probably the dopest wife I've seen in sports, or like celebrity wife. She's the dopest celebrity wife that I've seen. And
I ain't gonna give her all that because I don't see a lot of celebrity wives, so I don't have nothing to really like measure it up to.
Well, I mean, we didn't see
on that level.
We can look at Qutte right now. We can look at well, we don't know much about
what's wrong with Qutte.
All right, we ain't going there. Let's move forward.
Yeah, let's move forward. What I want to know, you know what I mean? Because with something like that being said, like I said, I could personally sort of identify with it as being a male. You know what I'm saying? On the other side, where it's like, yo, that shit got to do something to him mentally.
I think it was a great interview. Ain't gonna do nothing to him mentally,
don't think
because
so?
he did it. If he watched the whole thing, which I'm pretty sure he did, because it sounds like he supported his wife. And they got that foundation and everything together. So I'm sure he watched the whole podcast, and he already knew that she didn't envision her life to be what it came out to be, but she also loves it. And you can't sit here and say, if I'm talking as if I was a child, I was 19, 20. I'm just telling you what I thought back then. That doesn't mean anything about what the present is. That just means when I was younger, I didn't think that this would be my life.
Yeah.
And that's absolutely fucking fine. Leave it at that. We trying to drag it out like she said, oh yeah, I really still don't want to be married.
No, she never said that. But there was more to it, which the other parts of it where they were looking at, like there's a jealousy that's there. You understand what I'm saying? So it's like, yo, you know what I mean? There's a jealousy that's there. He's getting all the limelight. You know what I mean?
Possibly. I ain't going.
You ain't going?
I ain't going.
But either way, hopefully that they make it through their shit. You know what I mean?
They're gonna make it, bro.
I hope they make it through their shit. I give it a year, but you know what I mean? I hope I hope nigga make it through their shit. As long as they got an understanding, that's all that the fuck that matters. We can talk about whatever we want, trending topic, this, that, and the third.
Will and Jada still together.
Hey, Will and Jada still together.
That's a tough one.
He was at the table and everything. He's still there.
That's tough.
I don't know if they had the same table though. I don't know if that nigga can go back to that table. Okay, no.
He damn sure ain't going back.
Ain't going to that table.
That's a tough one. He got nightmares about that time.
He got the crying face.
Yeah. He became a meme.
Oh yeah. Again.
Yeah. Then start coming up with this shitty rap. Now it just look like you just all fuck.
We just gotta make sure that Steph don't turn into a goddamn meme.
I like this little, you know what I mean? But he rapping, I'm gonna say 90s.
Hold on, OleHead. I don't think you seen what I'm talking about. You ain't
I think he's rapping 90s.
Hold on, you ain't watched it, OleHead. I'm gonna play it for you after the pod. After the pod, I'm gonna play it for you. So let's get into where we're supposed to be getting to. And so I guess we could start with a mental health check-in.
Yeah.
I think that it'll be because we're going to talk about men's mental health.
Yeah.
And I think that this is
thank you for reminding us, yo.
I think that this is before we get into it, like I guess we can check in like how and I guess we'll start with you, OleHead. Like, how do you feel your mental is like now? Like, how do you feel you're doing
mentally now?
Mentally.
Yeah.
Well, and I work so hard in shut up. I work so hard now. I work my regular job, put in 40, sometimes 50 hours. Not so much now, that many hours, but I put my 40 in. And usually I get a little bit more, but I also work on people's houses.
Yeah.
And I never get a day off. When I do get a day off, by the time if I get a couple of days, by the time I start feeling rested, there's somebody else that want me to do some work to their house or to do something to their car, stuff like that. So I never really feel like that I'm not working. I'm always dressed like this because I'm always working on something. You know what I'm saying? I don't even think right now I really even know how I feel about a question like that. I don't know how to answer a question like that.
Yeah.
Because I'm so busy, I don't get a chance. If I am, I think more so stressed. I think that the world itself gives me more stress than I feel that I actually have from things that I actually do. And the reason I say that is because, things like for the last few months, I refinanced my house. Okay. I paid off a lot of debt. And I was trying to take care of this child support thing. And everything just takes so long. And you don't, when seem like everybody wants your time, you feel like you don't have no time to yourself.
OleHead, I got a question because this is I've never asked you this, right? And so this goes into like mental health. It's still a mental health question. It's something that I've observed from back in the day and heard of before I was even alive. Heard that you do, and you talk about like the amount of work that you do. And even everybody knows you will work. You know what I mean? I had a mug stop me on Sugar Creek. I was on Sugar Creek in North, right at Sugar Creek in North Tryon. Mug pulled, roll down your window. So I rolled down the window. He say, "Is Jesse your daddy or is Renee your mama?" And I was like, "Oh, nah, that's my pops." He was like, "Oh, that nigga will work, won't he?" Literally what he said to me. And so I think that there's a thing, and then I also go back to like when you and Mom Dukes were together. I've heard of this. This was when I was way too young to know what was going on. That you would work not to go in. You would be outside working on cars, and you consistently gave yourself things to do so that you didn't do other things. And I feel like, or what do you feel is the reason? Because it's like you kind of, I understand what you're saying, which is absolutely true. Like you're working all the time. And do you think that you're doing that so that you don't have the idle time that'll put you in the mind state of this actual addressing, you know what I mean, how you feel and what's actually going on? Do you think that that could be what you're doing? Is like you're filling up the time? Because I do notice that when you do have ample amounts of time off, you have lows during those times. That's just what I've noticed.
I would say I work like that most of my life is because then you don't have to reflect on things like that. And everybody look at you and they feel like you all right because you're working.
Getting money. The
Making
money thing.
Yeah. And so, you know, to be perfectly honest, I'm really getting to the point where, and I can say this, I'm really getting to the point where I'm just tired of trying to make more money. I'm tired of trying to make more money, but at the same time, I've been working the way I've been working all my life. All my life. Just like OleHead said, Buddy Stop. Anybody that know me will tell you that I work. But I'm getting to the point right now to where it's in, if I ain't got it, I don't need it.
And what I want to give you a piece of advice that I haven't given you. You might want to be intentional about reflection while you still have something to do, because there's going to come a time where you're not physically able to do the things that you were doing. And now this reflection is going to be a constant thing. And so you want to make sure, at least, you know what I mean, in my mind, if I was to be like, you know what I mean, because this time is coming. And so you don't want to allow it to where you've gone so long without doing it to where when you actually are forced to do it, that it's super detrimental to, you know what I mean, your inner self. Because you can tear it, because I can reflection. And for me, I know that when I reflect, I'm always my worst critic and I tear myself up. And so I can only imagine.
I think that's hereditary.
Possibly. I can only imagine you staying busy so that you can avoid the reflection. And you've been doing this for so long to where when it's no way to avoid it, then what does that do to a person? You see what I'm saying? What does that do to a person who's been avoiding reflection his entire life, and then now, bam, you're forced to reflect? It could be.
Well, for a lot of older male, that's death.
I understand, and
they deal with as death. We're done.
Yeah,
and see, that's what I'm saying. You need. I would rather you address it now and address it as you're moving forward.
I can do that. I can do that. What you talking about? I can do that, but I have to still be able to function. You know what I'm saying? Walk and drive and stuff like that. I think by the time I get to that point, I may be wrong, but I think by the time I get to that point, I will have enough financial resources to where I can pretty much do whatever I want to do.
See, but the thing is, a lot of us tend to believe, and this is something that I appreciate, me being able to have this segment of time where I didn't have to work. Because what it showed me, because it was, I could pay all of my bills and not work. And what it showed me was that once your bills are paid, the real shit kicks in. Because you're so much, that drive for the money is so much. It's a constant thing that you're always trying to get to the next dollar. And so it can literally veer your mind off of the things that are like serious. And so the money chase, literally, I'm like, I understand that it's like so important. You know what I mean? But it puts a veil over your eyes of like the shit that's really important. And so once you get comfortable financially, you'll start to see that, oh fuck, now the depths hit different. You got more time to sit in them. You know what I mean? The sicknesses hit different. The fact that, like, because I think about the fact that, like, my pops is like my best friend. And so what happens when your best friend and your pop, which you're supposed to pass before me, but what does that feel like? You know what I mean? What is it like? The relationships become much more important to you when you aren't just always thinking about the dollar. And so once you get financially, and I was talking to Marquette about this too, like once you aren't always worried about the dollar, all of the real life shit start to kick in, and that shit, man, it is tough. It is tough. And so that would just be like my own, you know what I mean? My little, you know what I mean? My little piece of advice that I would give to you, and I'm gonna stop talking. Marquette's back. We don't got we gonna get the multicam set up. We gonna get it, but right now, y'all bear with us. You know what I mean? We getting there. We putting the work in to get there. So we're gonna mental health check in, Cat. Like, man, how you been feeling the last let's just say week or 2 weeks, however long you want to talk about it. Like, how you feeling mentally?
It's funny because probably like a lot with him, and as a lot of males, like, don't nobody really ask us how the hell we feel. Mm-hmm. And then if somebody does ask us how we feel, we're like, well, what are you looking to get from this? Mm. You know what I mean? Because it's like, man, I don't really want to talk about how I feel about a lot of things. Mm. To be honest with you, I'm like you. As soon as I got a moment, I step outside the house, I start doing something here, I start doing something there, and just listening to how you phrased it, it made me start thinking like, oh, am I avoiding me? Mm. You know what I mean? And as men, do we do that a lot? You know what I'm saying? I'm like, yeah, I guess I do. You know what I'm saying? Because, men go to dark places. Men go to dark places sometimes, and not all the time are we. It's just not like one of those things where it was always like, yo, how you feeling? It's like, yeah, I'm good, dog. I'm good. And then it stops there. You know what I mean? It's like we don't go any further into like, yo, I'm feeling this way. I'm sad. You know what I'm saying? Like, we can't say that. You know what I mean? Because why? The work still got to be done at the end of the day. The house still goes on. Everybody, my main thing is making sure everybody in the crib is smiling. So sometimes it don't matter if I'm smiling or not. You know what I mean? It's not like, nothing like, something like my family's doing it intentionally or something like that. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Like they own their thing and stuff, but I don't leave it up to someone else to make me feel. Mm. I can't, you know what I'm saying? Because I did that early in my years of my life, and that shit don't work out. You know what I mean? Putting that type of weight on somebody else, so I just take it on me. And just kind of like you said, you just working, and I guess we avoid a lot of shit. I avoid a lot of shit because you know what? To be honest with you, a lot of shit, once we have to face it, that shit hurts. Mm. In a lot of ways. You start seeing your shortcomings. You start seeing where you should have did this better at to make things. And a lot of times, because it sounds like you're a selfless person. So for you and for me in general, it sounds like you as well. It's like, this shit ain't for me. You know what I mean? This is for y'all. So your life is better. You know what I'm saying?
That's exactly where I'm at. And he hates when I say that stuff.
Yeah.
But but to me, I live to make sure that mine are okay when I'm gone. Because I know they rely on me for a lot of stuff. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
They rely on me for a lot of stuff. So if I leave them enough money and I leave them a house that's paid for, and that's what's in my head. Now my son will say, don't worry about paying your house off, because we're gonna have it when you're gone. Yeah. And it'd be up to us to pay for it. But that's not mine.
You ain't trying to leave that debt on them.
Let that work.
You ain't trying to leave that debt on them.
Shout out to Juju, right? We appreciate you.
But in my mind, I fall short if I don't have it paid off.
Yeah.
And I don't leave them in a different financial position than they are when I left.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
That's something I'm worried about too.
And that really. That's
I'm worried about it.
It's like part of my being. That's what my drive is, to make sure that I get to that point. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I can't remember the actual scripture, but that's biblical as well.
Say again.
I can't remember the scripture, but that's biblical as well. Like, a man's duty is to, you know what I mean, to have these things to leave. You know what I mean, for the family. Once
if you don't prepare as men, I mean, I'm sure females too. I'm not going to just exclude it, but I can only speak from a male's point of view. Like, I had talks with my son, the other week, like, dog, I ain't gonna be here forever. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? So when I'm going, like part of my job is to make sure that I give you, and it may not always be financial.
Mm-hmm.
Because I didn't be, hey, if I was rich and I had to trust, like financially, yo, trust me, y'all would be straight.
Mm-hmm.
I don't have that. You know what I mean? So I'm gonna make sure I give you these words, you know what I'm saying?
And I'm glad you said that, because that's what I was gonna say. And we're gonna get you trying to dodge the mental health check-in. You trying to get away from it. We're gonna get back
because
there.
I don't like doing that shit, dog. Like that's not something that I don't even like going there. I don't like going there. You know what I mean? Like I talk to, what's funny, like we brought up tonight about the mental health, but like that was something that I reached out to my homeboy that lives on the West Coast. You know what I mean? Shout out to my nigga Jamie. You know what I mean? I hope you don't mind saying your name tonight, but he's somebody that I grew up with my whole life, my brother, you know what I mean? And now he's all the way on the West Coast. And I had said to him, I'm like, yo, dog, and like this is just real talk. Like, yo, we doing this podcast on Saturday. We talking, just some men. What do you like to hear? What do you like to talk about and this and that? And he's like, yo, it just feels like niggas ain't really on that mental health shit when it comes to men. It feels like, and I know he's speaking from a position of he tried to level up in his life and he moved, and then all of a sudden, just because you move over there, all of a sudden you got forgotten about. Like you don't matter no more. Like, nigga, you know what I mean? Where at one point in time you was, you know what I'm saying? That's like, I don't know if you ever had to deal with that where like out of your friends group.
Army and literally,
but see, you were the one.
Yeah, I moved up there, and
so you know what that shit feels like.
Yeah, absolutely, I know what it feels like.
Yeah, so it was like when we were talking, I was like, damn, like, and just coming from a male's point of view, like my man done went all the way out there. He's doing his thing. He's struggling through life. Some good, some bad, up and down. But don't nobody like reach out and be like, yo, how you doing? And then if you do, sometimes because we're not used to being asked this.
Yeah, I know a lot of people, but I've never hung around a lot of people, and I think it has to do with the way I felt when I was growing up, and I was pretty much I was out. I wasn't in the house all the time. But my early years, I felt for most of my childhood years, I felt like an outsider in my own house. I felt like that there was nobody but me, just nobody that to be with me. Now my baby sister Renee loved me to death. She always have, but Renee was always one of them people that was gone.
How many years between y'all two?
Oh, like a year and a half.
Oh, okay, so y'all super close.
Yeah,
okay.
Yeah. So
Step on my toes, dog.
Yeah. So but that wasn't the fact that the problems that I was having early on in life didn't have nothing to do with my sister though.
Yeah.
It was my mom. And it was the fact that, that they all was tight. Like, anything go on or whatever. I ain't never know. People in the street knew what stuff that went on in my house that I ain't even know about. That's how distant I was from. So I was used to being by myself. So growing up,
so
I might have.
You find a comfort in that inside of isolation.
No. There's no comfort in it. It's just muscle memory. It's like muscle memory. So that's probably why I worked so hard. Because that's when you working, you have a job to do. It's pretty much task. And the stuff that I've done most of my life, it's task oriented. You get this thing done, and then it's done, and then you can go to the next. Yeah. And I think I kind of buried myself in that because as a man growing up, especially in my time and in your time, you can't go up there and tell people, like, I don't feel good today. I don't know what's wrong with me. You know what I mean?
Yeah, right.
I don't feel good today. I don't know what's wrong with me. Do you know, nigga, you gonna get rolled. Your back gonna be so tight.
Oh, man.
You know what I mean? Everybody, people you don't know gonna be talking about you. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But it was a small group of people, but it ain't like today, you know, you got the whole world like this Ayesha Curry thing. You got the whole world looking at you. Back then, it wasn't the whole world, but it was the people that was in your world.
Yeah, that's
you know
your
what
world.
I'm saying? So you couldn't talk to people about stuff like that. And so I learned to work and just move on. My son was in the military. Just say drink water and drive on, or something like that.
Drive on.
Yeah, drink water and drive on, and that's what I did. I drank water and drove on. You know what I mean? So I feel like that I didn't want, and I wasn't one of those parents that was there with my children all the time.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? Because it wasn't because it was a lot of it was because I worked a lot, but then a lot of it was because I was in the street basically a lot, and I wasn't like in the street. I was at somebody's house more than likely.
Yeah,
I was at somebody's house,
but you wasn't home.
But I wasn't home. You know what I'm saying? So it was kind of like that. But I worked every day. Pretty much growing up, most of my years, I worked 7 days a week. You know, and so I didn't have to deal with what was going on with me no more. When I was younger, all I had was school. And then after I got a certain age, I worked with my dad during the summers. During the wintertime, I didn't work with him because I was in school. So
how do you feel about this now? Like we're at a stage in our lives now where, okay, men's mental health, it actually is a thing. It's legit now. It's been said, it's been done. And now it's like, you almost have to like kind of find your place again.
What do you mean?
Well, now everything has changed to a point where like you see like so many things with the feelings and can you talk about it? Can you express it? Can you do this? Can you do that? And you're like, yo, you've been geared a certain way for so long. And even though, you know, as individuals, we're all pain bodies. We find comfort in pain. You know, so like when it comes to a point where it's like, yo, okay, if you put this on the table, you can heal from that. So there's a reluctance there, like, I don't know. Number one, I don't know about your table. I don't know if I can heal from something like that. And then if I do take this guard down and I now have to like say, okay, I put these things away and now I got to actually deal with me. Because at the end of the day, what you're talking about, you have to deal with you. At the end of the day, you know what I'm saying? And it forces me to do it too. It forces you to do it. You know, I think the younger generation, they're a little more apt to doing it because that's the world that they're coming into. So it feels newer, you know what I mean? And it's like, yo, how do you navigate that shit?
Well, what in my opinion, we're at a place where we're ODing with it. I don't think men's mental health, like what I'm saying is that like the magnifying glass that we're putting, because what people naturally do is they'll find a way to become victims.
Yeah.
And so I won't say for everybody, but like for a lot of people, will find a way to become victim, and then we'll validate the things that we did or are doing because of these words that we're learning within the mental health conversations at large. And so we'll end up using a lot of excuses for behaviors and coming up with these diagnoses and all this different stuff. I do believe that like therapy, I believe that there's a lot of fruit that can come from therapy. I also think that like as men, when we talk about men's mental health, the best thing in my opinion that I've done and that I can only speak for is like having a collective of brothers that are like willing to be vulnerable and willing to give and honest advice, or willing to listen. Sometimes it's just a vent. You know what I mean? Sometimes I just want to vent, and so I don't necessarily need for you to tell me that, oh yeah, that is fucked up. Yeah, it is. Like, I hate it. You know what I mean? Sometimes I just want to just get this off, and then I can pause, and then that'll just help me move forward. I just need vent that real quick, and then you know what I mean. You know what I mean. So like I think that the best thing that we can do is, and this is why I reach out to my guys, and this is why I appreciate that you've started reaching out to me a lot more, is that like if we're not doing that thing for each other, we can't expect, because at the end of the day, we can't, and this is something that we have to be honest about, we can't expect the women to treat us differently than we've shown them to treat us. So as much as we say like they don't care, you also your birthday, like your birthday, Christmas, just using this as an example, you've also shown her that you don't care about it. You also told her like, yeah, I don't really care about that shit. Yeah. You've also, you know what I mean? During the times where you was, when she knew that you was weak, you've also shown her that, oh yeah, well, he just gonna just go straight through it and act like it doesn't exist. So there's conversations, and I'm speaking like this ain't no gym that I'm just trying to drop. This is something that I'm working on as well.
Yeah.
We can't complain about the thing that we created for ourselves. So it's the exact, you know what I mean? The best example I can give is the one that I just did. It's like the idea of like, oh, I don't care about nothing for Christmas, or I don't care about nothing for my birthday. We ain't gonna do nothing for my birthday. But then it was crazy how I actually felt my family taking me out my last birthday and them singing happy birthday to me. I realized, nigga, you ain't been sung happy birthday to. I couldn't remember the last time, bro. I had to been like, this is like pre-military, like young, bro. Young. But then craziest thing is like that shit felt good. Shit actually felt good. I ain't no person that like
over all these years, by you saying I don't care about this, I don't care about that, that you actually like took that away from them?
Absolutely. Absolutely. And my mom told me, you're disallowing us the ability to celebrate you. Because as a man, we like, yeah, I don't need you to celebrate me. I don't need you to celebrate me. But then we'll sit there and say that nobody cares.
Why don't you appreciate me?
you know, thinking about what you just said, I can't remember the last time I let somebody celebrate a birthday for me.
What do you mean we celebrate your birthday every year? We done been up there every year.
No, no. I'm saying like me looking forward to the thing.
Yeah.
Y'all doing it. You know what I mean?
When's your birthday?
I come, but I don't.
That nigga say I come.
Yeah, I come because I know y'all expect me to be there.
Right.
But
because it's your birthday.
It's not like
it's not like you value it.
It's not like it means like if you didn't do it, I wouldn't miss it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm talking about.
See, and I think that what we do is you ever heard like the idea like somebody can tell themselves a lie long enough and they'll believe it. And they'll actually believe it. See, I think that the thing is that I would assume, and I can't speak at the age you are, like you've been doing this thing longer than I've been doing it. And so I can only imagine if you've been doing that for so many years and downplaying and not giving up, you know what I mean? That at some point you become callous to it. Like there's the way to, it's going to be much harder for you to find, you know what I mean? Something that you appreciate that someone could do for you if you disallow people from doing things your entire fucking life. You know what I mean? I'm glad that I had that eye-opening experience on my birthday this year, because I will no longer do that shit. Because I don't want to do, you know what I mean? And I'm not shitting on you at all, but I don't want to become that callous to, you know what I mean? I want to be able to appreciate gestures. Those gestures, you know what I mean? I want to be able to appreciate those gestures. And oftentimes we disallow ourselves that thing. And then again, I want to go back to, man, that like your homie, I'm talking about like being long distance, you know what I mean? And people like forgetting about him. Bro, when I was in the military, I came home to motherfuckers talking about the thing was that I was dead.
Oh, damn.
Yeah, literally. I had the homie tell me, like, bro, niggas thought you was dead. It's like, damn, nigga, I'm
off
dead.
on what, dog? Like, how did
just come up with something? You know what I mean?
Wow.
And then it's like, bro, like.
And what year do you remember what year you went?
2010.
2010?
Yeah, 2010. Left in
you like, nigga, there wasn't even a war with them. Like,
right. Yeah, no.
Well, there's always a war.
Yeah, but I didn't go and, you know what I mean, all that stuff. Like, but it was just that I was missing. No, I ain't, you know what I mean? I nobody
nigga had rolled out. Damn, bro, we thought you was dead. He's like, God damn, nigga.
Yeah, nah, like so, like when I was up there, like, and then I didn't have no social media. Mom Dukes wanted me to create a Facebook so bad, and I just
it just came out like the year before.
Yeah, I wasn't into it. Like there was no reason. I couldn't
no
find
one
a reason
was at first.
But like there was no interaction with anybody really from back home. I talked to my mom a couple times. You know what I mean? My brother and sister, I ain't hear from them at all. OleHead, I ain't hear from this nigga at all.
Yeah.
Nobody. I was up there.
Well, you was doing
me
the bid.
my wife.
You
I
can't
was
expect
pretty much doing the bid.
Really, if you sign up to go to some shit, like you signed up to go to jail, you signed up to through your actions. You signed up to go to the service. Don't expect to get no letter, yo.
No, but see, my thing is that as when you a man that knows what it feels like to feel like nobody cares.
Yeah.
Then why wouldn't you treat your brother like you know that people feel like nobody cares? And so why wouldn't I reach out to you? Why wouldn't I reach out? Because I know what this thing is. So why wouldn't I reach out to you? We can't like that's what, bro. When I tell you the only advice I can give you is if you can't like afford therapy or you're not interested in going, like, bro, create relationships with men around you that you can be vulnerable. So that
man.
And because bro, at the end of the day, it don't make you tough just because you holding that shit in.
Yeah,
that shit is not tough.
No, but sometimes, and I'm sure there's in a certain capacity, you're right. But I know this: if something goes on and I got to go do that sit down, nigga, don't send me no letter. No, because it's gonna hurt.
Yeah, but it's
gonna hurt, and I don't want to. That's the thing. Like I don't want to.
But you're going to hurt anyway.
You know what I'm saying? Like, but then I'll do that on my own. I don't know, man. Like,
I don't have an answer. I'm sitting here saying,
no, we just talking, but my nigga. Like, I'm saying me, like, nigga, don't write me a letter. Like, it's over.
I don't like the way I'm coming off. It sounds like I'm trying to tell you, but I the thing is that it sounds good. What I'm saying sounds good, but I understand and live what you're talking about.
Yeah, don't.
And so, like,
I'm hurt, man. Like, no. I mean, but what you're saying, you're right. It does sound good. And you know what? Everybody probably really deep down inside, they need that.
No, 100%.
You know what I'm saying? But it's like there's a protection thing that you have to do at some point in time, depending on like everything that you talked about that you built is a protection for yourself. So that you can endure through your every fucking day. You know what I mean? Like, don't worry about the birthday. Don't worry about this, and that. If you couldn't tell me I did a good job on Tuesday, don't tell me that I did a great job on March 31st.
Once a year.
Once a year or on this and that. You know what I mean? Like, and it's like, I can speak from like my family. They've been good to me over the years. I've been the one that's been like, don't worry about it. Like, we got bills for this and that over there. We got for this and that. Like,
that's me.
You know,
I understand.
Don't spend this on that, but my wife will pay attention to something that I like throughout the year.
And that's beautiful.
And then still go, you know, and then I feel like shit because then it's like, damn, she really paid attention. Because I said that shit like 8-9 months ago.
Dang, bro. I can tell you, bro.
And I know that's a different conversation that I'm about to go into.
I'm gonna tell you something that's like
yo,
that shit is so valuable. Like, because the thing is, what naturally happens is we kind of like disregard or underplay the thing that you are readily getting you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because it's normal, you feel like, oh, okay, yeah, it's just the thing. But the thing is, if you were with somebody that didn't, you know what I mean? So whatever gift they were giving you was just a gift that they just decided to give you, and it had nothing to do with you. You know what I mean? They're not paying attention to you well enough to know what the thing is that would make you happy. That's gonna be something that you know what I mean? You better appreciate that shit.
Shout out to bad gift givers.
If that wasn't a thing for you, then I'm telling you, if you motherfucker just get you some random shit, just to say,
she ain't never got me no random shit. You know what I mean? So I definitely say that always paid attention to my interest. You know what I'm saying? My problem was I'm a terrible gift giver. Fucking terrible. Like I tried, you know what I'm saying? Because I always got in my own way. I know this is off subject, but I got in my own way when it came to giving the gift.
What do you mean?
Well, let's say she likes that. I say, okay, that's what's up. But look at that over there.
He
You know what I'm saying?
About your damn self.
And then I'm like, oh, you should like this. You know what I'm saying? And then that's where it, and I rationalized it in my mind, like, yeah, but it does this too. I ain't asked you for that, nigga. I ain't asked you for none of this. What I asked you for was the fuck over there. And I'm like, damn. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I'm just not a gift giver.
Yeah, I've been terrible.
I'll shoot you a couple quarters and you go get whatever you want.
Yeah.
That's just.
But the gift part, especially with a wife,
a
significant other, it shows that, yo, I paid attention.
Yeah, see,
that means way more.
That's
it's so easy. See, this is the thing this is something
and it's
that
so
I had
easy, but it's so hard.
No. I'm talking about the throw money at
it's so hard.
See, when money isn't your problem, it's easy to throw money at a problem.
Yeah.
And when I tell you, like, and the thing is that my family, my mom specifically, she let me know that early. She let me know that early. Like, yeah, you can throw some money at a thing, but and it'll fix the problem, and the person appreciates it. But at the same time, that money don't mean you could spend less money and get a gift that is fire for less money than you willing to give, and it means more than that money
That's how my wife is. That's how my wife is.
That's
you
just
don't
the
have
reality
to spend
of
all
the thing.
that.
Yeah, you don't. Like, no, that's absolutely true.
I learned.
But
fellas,
I know that mine.
It's that time.
It's that time.
It's that time.
We gotta go.
Yeah. Hey, this was fun. That time went by fast, didn't it?
It did go by fast. Damn,
I didn't even get to talk about my shit. But we can say that.
Okay. Y'all, we want to start there next week?
Yeah, we can start it next week. My goddamn knees hurt. I worked too damn hard this morning.
I was gonna say we can.
You've been on your knees.
We can get you 15.
I've been sitting here.
Okay.
You've been on your knees.
Well,
I've been sitting here trying to figure out when I'm gonna be able to stretch these mugs out.
Put your feet on. Put your dogs on the table, man. Let America see these dogs.
Man, I've been working this morning. I mean, today on my knees. Good Lord.
Wrap us up.
I was just thinking about how old I was.
Yeah, don't think about how old you are.
His knees was just telling me. I was like, Lord.
Think about how old you about to
OleHead doesn't say. Hey, OleHead just said what happened when you can't do it no more. My little knees.
All of a sudden, now, he said you can't do it.
I started reflecting.
Yeah, he's like, oh, I'm hurt. Now he hurt.
Yeah.
Oh, my knee hurt. No, how you elbow? You good? You got a headache?
My arms is good.
Yeah.
What the baby?
I was on knees, but I was on knees.
Get off of those. You've been on your knees too much.
This nigga done talked about reality. Now he got a period. So either way, with that, America, thanks for coming out. You know what I'm saying? Chilling with us. Are you doing the outro?
I just said
no. You know what? Go ahead, man. Go ahead. I'll just.
He doing some white folks shit today. Yeah. This white folk.
I'll just mess with y'all, man. We had a great time, spending our time with y'all. We're glad that y'all came through, listen with us, talk with us a little bit. You know what I mean? Heard our stories, heard our rants. We got something coming next week though from OleHead. He didn't get a chance to close us out tonight. We're gonna make sure he definitely gonna close us out next week. I know you're looking forward to that. I know I am. You know what I'm saying? Yo, Steph, hold it down, Steph. You know what I mean? Don't let him get you, dog. Like, don't let him turn him against you, yo. Keep the cooking show going. I guess she makes fire bacon or something. OleHead, I'm glad that you came out. It's good to see you again. Fam, it's good to see you again.
100%. We
do love the mental health check. I'll start delving into my feelings a little more, some other time. But
nigga, wrap the show up.
That's that black side, bro. That black side, you don't want to talk about your feelings.
I don't want to talk about it, though.
White folk love to talk about it.
Jeez.
All right, now.
You just had to say that. Nigga, hit the